Hello and welcome to Dreamy Story Time. My name is Mario, and I will be your guide for today to a restful night's sleep. Thank you for joining me. My goal for today, as you listen to this sleepy story, is that you relax your mind and body to prepare yourself for a great night's sleep. If you're enjoying the content on this channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you could take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support helps me to create more great videos for you to enjoy. Thank you for being a part of this community, and I hope to see you around. Before we get into the story, let's start to wind down, relaxing your mind, and discover comfort and peace in our current location. Allow your body to sink into the mattress you are sleeping on while closing your eyes. There are no commitments, responsibilities, or to-do lists in this present moment. By simply listening to the sound of my voice, you are already providing your body with rejuvenating rest. Anything else you were looking for will come in time. Trust the process and remember that even right now, with your eyes closed, you are nourishing and relaxing your body and mind. You are sinking deeper and deeper into the soft surface on which you are lying on. As you are lying down, in your favorite cozy spot, keep your eyes closed and take a few deep breaths to help you focus on total relaxation. Start by inhaling deeply through your nose. Feel your lungs expand as you fill them with air. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. I will count. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly exhale through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine that you're releasing all of your worries and stress with each breath. Continue breathing in and out. With each breath, you are getting sleepier and sleepier. Now, let us begin the dreamy story. This story is called A New Path. I hope you enjoy. It was a small town, much like any other. The streets were lined with quaint homes, and they were filled with the buzz of families going about their daily lives. But amidst all the noise and activity, there was one person who stood out. A young woman named Ava. Ava was different from everyone else in the town. She was quiet, reserved, and seemed to live in her own world. Some people whispered behind her back, saying that she was strange or even a little bit weird. But Ava didn't mind. She was content to simply exist in her own quiet way. One day, Ava was out for a walk, taking her usual route along the riverbank. The sun was shining and the birds were chirping, but Ava was lost in thought. Suddenly, she heard a sound coming from the other side of the river. It was a young man singing a song that was both beautiful and sad. Ava was entranced by the sound, and she walked towards it, drawn by an inexplicable force. The young man was named Jake, and he was a musician. He had come to the town to escape the pain of a broken heart, and he had found solace in his music. Ava was the first person to ever hear him sing, and she was immediately struck by the raw emotion in his voice. From that day on, Ava and Jake became inseparable. They would spend hours talking and walking along the riverbank, getting to know each other and sharing their deepest fears and hopes. Ava was the first person who had ever truly understood Jake, and he was the first person who had ever truly understood her. As their friendship deepened, Ava and Jake realized that they were falling in love. It was a slow and steady process, but they both knew that they had found something special in each other. They were each other's home, a place where they could be themselves and be loved for who they were. However, the town was not as accepting of their relationship as they were. People whispered and gossiped, saying that Ava and Jake were too different to ever make it work. They were told that they should end their relationship before it was too late. Ava and Jake refused to listen to the negativity. They continued to grow closer, their love for each other only strengthening with each passing day. They would often take long walks in the countryside, talking about their future and the life they wanted to build together. One day, Ava received some devastating news. She had been diagnosed with a rare and incurable disease, and her time was running out. The news was a shock to both Ava and Jake, but they refused to let it tear them apart. They would spend Ava's remaining days cherishing every moment they had together and making memories that would last a lifetime. Ava's illness was a difficult journey, but Jake was by her side every step of the way. He would sit by her bedside for hours, singing her songs and holding her hand. Ava was in constant pain, but she never once complained. She was grateful for the time she had with Jake, and she was determined to make the most of every moment they had together. One day, as Ava was lying in bed, she told Jake that she wanted to take one last walk with him. She wanted to see the world one last time, to feel the sun on her face and the wind in her hair. Jake agreed, and they set out on their final walk together. They walked along the riverbank, the same path they had walked so many times before, stopping to take in the beauty of the world around them. Ava was weaker than she had been before, but she was determined to make it to their special spot, a small hill overlooking the town. They finally made it to the top of the hill, and Ava sat down to catch her breath. Jake sat down beside her, and they both looked out at the world. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the town, and Ava smiled as she looked at the view. "It's so beautiful," she said, her voice soft and filled with wonder. "Just like you," Jake replied, taking her hand. "You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen." Ava smiled at Jake, her eyes shining with love and gratitude. "I'm so lucky to have you in my life," she said. "Thank you for being here with me." The two of them sat there, hand in hand, watching the sun set over the town. They talked about their dreams and hopes, about the life they would never get to live, but also about the memories they had created together and the love that would always endure. As the sun disappeared behind the horizon, Ava took one last deep breath. She looked at Jake, her eyes filled with peace, and whispered, "I love you." And with that, she closed her eyes for the final time. Jake held her hand, tears streaming down his face, as he whispered his goodbyes. The news of Ava's passing spread quickly throughout the town, and people began to realize what a special and unique person she had been. They were filled with regret for having treated her poorly, and they wished they had gotten to know her better. Jake was heartbroken, but he knew that Ava was at peace. He decided to leave the town, to start a new life, and to always keep her memory close to his heart. He would never forget the girl who had shown him love and acceptance, and he would always cherish the memories they had made together. Years went by, and Jake became a successful musician, known for his emotional and soulful songs. He wrote a song about Ava, about their love and the life they had shared, and it became one of his biggest hits. People would listen to the song and be moved by the story of Ava and Jake, and many would say that it was a reminder of the power of love and acceptance. Jake never forgot Ava, and he would often return to the town where they had met, to the riverbank where they had first heard each other's songs. He'd sit and think about her, about the love they'd shared and the life they'd imagined. And he would know, without a doubt, that Ava was always with him, guiding and inspiring him every step of the way. Ava and Jake's love story was unique, unlike any other. It was the story of two people who had found each other, who had fallen in love, and who had inspired the world with their love. And even though they were no longer together, their love would live on forever as a reminder of the beauty and power of true love. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button and turned on notifications so you don't miss any future stories. If you have any suggestions for story ideas or topics you'd like me to explore, please leave them in the comments below. I love hearing from my viewers, and your feedback helps me to improve my content. And finally, if you know anyone else who might enjoy this video, please consider sharing it with them. It's a great way to support my channel and help me reach a wider audience. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the next video. This has been Dreamy Storytime, wishing you sweet dreams.